Well, snow, ice, and bitter cold taking over at least 40 states from Oregon to Maine and Minnesota to Texas. We know you're feeling it, and if you're like me, you're simply over it right now. Just take a look at this. Wind chill temperatures from this morning of -41 at the Canadian border and negative near the Gulf Coast. The stubborn Arctic blast refusing to loosen its grip on the Midwest. The frigid temperatures freezing Lake Michigan near Chicago, allowing for snow to blanket the water. They're expecting more snow later this week. We here in the Midwest may be familiar with the snow and the frigid temperatures, but one place experiencing much of it for the first time is Texas. South Texas rarely sees snow, but it covered the Alamo over the weekend. Just look here. Texas also issued its first ever wind chill warnings. Back here in Iowa, people are trying to stay warm during these below zero temperatures. You likely have your house working overtime, potentially leading to some damage. Local 5's Lakin McGee has that story.
Hey Iowa, it's cold out there, so we don't want your pipes freezing or even worse, bursting. This basement that I'm in, their pipes happen to be on the ceiling right here. So there's a few things you need to know to get through this winter.
If your pipes freeze or burst.
It could be multiple thousands of dollars.
Doug McCool with Advanta Clean says they've already seen that this year.
If someone's out of town, they come home and their water line to their ice box, they didn't shut that off when they were gone, and it's burst. You know, with these extreme cold weather temps, we've been pretty busy.
So here's what you need to know.
Anytime you can have some insulation on your pipes, that's going to help them from freezing up. You can use like cloths and paper sacks with duct tape, just something you have laying at home. Go ahead and leave it open, just so heat can get in there.
And remember to leave water dripping. But what if your pipes are already frozen? Here's what you should do. Turn your faucets on lukewarm water, not hot water, and use a heat gun or a blow dryer to thaw them out. At this point, if they burst and you have water everywhere, shut the water off immediately and call a professional. That water damage is likely to cause mold, which is something else you'll have to call for. But remember to watch for scammers.
So you don't have to have a license to do that?
In Iowa, technically, right now, you do not have to have a license to do mold.
And they've seen what can happen if someone that doesn't know what they're doing tries to treat mold.
The contractor just came in and sprayed bleach all over and did not do a proper dry down. Well, the elderly lady, she ran into more problems because then we had to go and remove the drywall, the insulation, and it cost her more money not doing her research and go ahead and trusting someone.
And to make sure you don't get scammed, make sure you do your research. Make sure they have their credentials and are licensed, and remember to never pay up front. I'm Lakin McGee, Local 5 News. We are Iowa.
A few more tips on protecting your pipes. Open your kitchen and bathroom cabinet doors so the warm air can circulate around the plumbing, as you heard there. Leave a trickle of water running in those pipes that have a tendency to freeze, and disconnect all hoses outside and try insulating those outside faucets.